Hello everyone, my name is Hot White and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, part 5. Without further ado, we're going to jump straight in. Now as you can see, everyone is 21. Except for obviously us and Gryffindor. Gryffindor is actually missing, I also changed the thing there, it's actually missing 2 of the side quests. I wasn't able to do those because I didn't have enough time, so their video is going to be a little longer to do the 2 side quests that we did last on ours. But without further ado, we can jump straight in. And yeah. Now, I did watch the devs do their playthrough because they finally did their stream. So, for starters, as a result of that, I now have the Merlin's cloak, which is awesome. And if you weren't aware, there is a difference between cloaks and robes in this, although they're in the same area. Cloaks will be done up like this in the middle and have this sort of cut on the bottom of them, usually. Whereas the robes, that's not a robe. I need a robe. Oh, it's also because I pressed the reset instead of thing. There we go. Robes tend to drop down more and will be open up in this middle, possibly with something attached in between, but most of it will be thing. It's a kraken. I do like this one. I'm going back to this one, sod it. I like this one more. Yeah. I'll go back to this for a little bit. Now there's a few bits of info that came out. So the devs did their own little thing, and they showed us that moment when we're in Gringotts. They showed us that there's a if you had gone to the door, you would have been able to speak to the professor from the other side, like he would have spoken to it before, or if you had gone to that before the pensive.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
You can't. I can't imagine you shutting the hell up. You never do. With these, I know what's in them. I just don't know what they look like, which is like a house robe type thing. So when we get those, I'll put them all on, show them on show each of the houses, and then that'll be the last I'll show that sort of stuff. And then it would just be starting in the common rooms like normal. I found out you can. I think I've figured that out to be the eagle. Yes, it's the eagle on the door. Yeah. I found out that you can, if you wanted to, you could see the basilisk. There are certain requirements, though. And it is rare that it shows up. It does show up, it's just rare. So the first requirement is you have to be a Slytherin, unfortunately. So unless you're a Slytherin, you're not going to see it, because it's in their dormitory, it's in their common room. The second requirement is that you need to be assigned to the boys' dormitory, so it prevents you from going into the girls, and then you can see it, sort of thing. And it has to be at night as well that you do this, that you attempt to try and see it. Now we've done the main mission thing for some of them. So we did the Slytherin one and the Hufflepuff one already. Slytherin had us deal with the had us find a little cove thing in relation to the kraken, the squid in the lake, in relation to Kenny. What was this? 2 and 15, so 17, and I need 23. 6, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 6. Thank you for getting the one I want. 9 and 3. It's 12. I need 7. There we go. Yay! Fucking magical I am. Ooh, I got gloves. I got new gloves. Yeah, so we ended up doing this thing with the cove, which I will show you. Oh, I can't wear them. I'm not 21 yet. Damn it. But yeah, so that had its whole thing with its own stuff. With the Hufflepuff one, we ended up going to Azkaban, which was it in itself, its own little interesting, like, wait, what? We went to Azkaban? Sort of thing. So there's that. Where are the professors? I want to go speak to the professors again, because you can go speak to them again. There are multiple times you can go do this. I have not been able to speak to anyone other than Professor Ronan and Professor Hecat so far, although you do get to speak with Professor Sharp afterwards during this. So let's go Charms class first. Speak with Professor Ronan. Professor Ronan. So yeah, because for Slytherin's one, theirs was called Scrope's Last Hope. For Hufflepuff's, it was Prisoners of Love. For there he is. For our one, it's supposed to be Ollivander's Heirloom, and for Gryffindor's, it's supposed to be the Hunt for the Missing Pages, which is supposed to involve Nearly Headless Nick, I believe. Not entirely sure. Yeah. Oh, I can't talk to you. Why can I not talk to you? Maybe because it's night? I don't know. We don't know, man. Don't tell me. Hogsmeade. We're gonna go Hogsmeade because I want to buy a potion. Potion recipe and possibly another potion as well, if I can buy them.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Yay. And we're gonna have an interaction as well, because I need to do that.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Okay. Right, well, first things first, I'm buying this potion from you.
A wise decision. Thank you.
I'm gonna buy troll boogies, just one, because I need it for this. I am not selling that, that's more...
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Also, I will say this game has like a bias towards, or I've seen so far, this game has a bias towards Slytherin. Because almost every house robe thing or whatever, whether it's
you. What a pleasant surprise.
Whether it's a cloak, an outfit, a robe, has all been like I've seen the most of them.
I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Shut up. I've seen the most of them on Slytherin. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Like Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. I've not seen them receive anywhere near as many as I have with Slytherin. It sort of raises questions like, what the hell? What the hell, man? What the hell? Dun, 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 dun. Up we go. Alright, interaction.
Revelio.
Come on in, son. Watch yourselves, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
I don't know why she has to say that twice. Also, if I had been petrified, how would I be able to turn up here to collect mandrakes to unpetrify myself? I wouldn't be able to move.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
So we can buy these from her. Some fertilizer. And then more seeds. But I haven't bought any of the seeds from her yet.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Okay.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Possibly. Ingredients. Oh wow, is it really just that? Oh wait, I didn't see Okay, so I need to add 2 creatures to this, which is Nifflers and Puffskeins, because I've added them to some of the stuff. And what was it? It was enemies, wasn't it? There's another one of these that I found. It's a different type, but it's their tongues I need for a particular potion. Inventory. Resources. Yeah. Oh, it's in here. It's like, where am I looking again? Oh, I forgot. I'm not paying attention. Like I never do. And I forgot to switch to this. Silly me. World map. Let's have a look at world map. So Upper Hogsfield was where I ended up going when I did this thing. Lower Hogsfield had some of the stuff for the thing. So for Scrope's Last Hope, we ended up going here somewhere. Which I will be going to and trying. And for the Prisoners of Love, they ended up going up here to Upper Hogsfield. So we're actually going to make our way to that. I don't know where we're going to... Well, actually, tell a lie, I do, because like, if one's supposed to deal with Nearly Heard of Snake, that's going to remain in the castle, and if one's supposed to deal with Ollivander, then that's going to be in Hogsmeade. So running. Ooh. And I've seen different creatures on different ones, because I saw like those fiery creatures. You.
Levioso! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Yeah. I didn't have it. And I grabbed their tongues. I apologize if this appears out of sync at any given point, or if it seems loud at any point. I don't know why it's been going loud. Like, I have literally no idea why. As for it being, that was not what I had planned.
These rocks have seen better days.
Yes, they have.
Slippery little shrike, aren't you? No spines, though. One in Merlin. Stop right there!
No. I'm also having trouble controlling my game. I switched the fighting thing back to the camera thing because I got so far in a particular mission and it just wasn't helping. So I needed to switch it back.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
This is another interesting and weird one. For multiple reasons. Okay, there are two here. Brother's Keeper, which was one of the ones that appeared, and Breaking Camp. Yeah, so the other one didn't appear yet. Let's go this way. There are reasons, don't worry. Trust me. Because each thing had their own, like, little thing to deal with. There is also going to be a lot of spiders in this game, so, like, in this particular video. So bear that in mind. Is this what I think it is? Are these who I think they are?
Can't figure out why there's such
Revelio.
dumb beats for everyone.
No, they're not. I found like the Fernate thing, whatever, the things that attack Harry in the Half-Blood Prince, is it? Where it's like fire is their weakness, use fire against them, sort of thing. I found a regular one of them that's not dark. Okay, now I've got to add mooncalves to them as well now. Because I've just added mooncalves.
Nothing to poach in Arrynshire except
Revelio.
not worth the trouble if you ask me.
Yeah, well, you're not worth the trouble.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Crackcross. Come here, crupmate.
You saw nothing. You all see nothing. There's a butterfly thing? What does that mean? What does that icon mean? Oh, the spider web. No, and not today. Thank you very much. I've got plenty of you to deal with later on. Centaurs who do nothing. They don't even get added to my list. Puffskeins over here. We're almost there. If I go this way, mine, and swim in here, we get to dive down and grab the stuff. Now that's where we're going to be going, by the way, when we get to one of our missions.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
I'm not seeing the purple traily things that come out.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Because there's supposed to be something that comes up to tell me that that's the
Incendio.
Where is this? That's the that was it, them that you barely got to see. It was basically designed to tell me.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
I hope you learn to shut the hell up. It was basically meant to tell me that that was the way to the dark arts arena. Those things. That's what they are.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Mine. Oh yes, that.
Revelio.
What one is this one? Ah, it's that one. I don't even know what that is. There's the castle.
I'd say that no felt would be illegal.
Revelio. Incendio.
Still use unforgivables with the Ministry's permission. That seems fair to me.
Another adventure, are we?
Unforgivable curse in their lives.
Defendo can be just as dangerous as Crucio in the wrong hands. Or the right ones.
Abracadabra is painless. How utterly boring.
Why do we allow the Ministry to decide anything? They allow Dementors to torment prisoners in Azkaban.
Incendio.
Plenty of even nastier spells to use.
You have to have conviction to use an unforgivable. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Or willpower.
Fine. Random as hell conversation. Mine. We added quite a few here, which I was not planning on. So I don't know what's going on anymore. Anyway. Right, let's go here. And what we're going to do, we're going to fast travel to, no, to this one. And I will show you the cave thing that we see in the Slytherin one. but they are very different
Seems
already.
pleasant enough little place.
They're all connected to the same story. Like, we find out bits of info from the Slytherin one that we don't learn in the Hufflepuff one, and we learn stuff from the Hufflepuff one that we don't learn in the Slytherin one.
This
And
looks
it's like
intriguing.
really cool. And like, oh, oh yes, this. So with this, just perform Accio to put it onto the thing and then light it.
Incendio.
Or you can light it then perform Accio. Either way, it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest.
Lumos.
Go down here. Because I've done this in all of them. Yay. Yay. It's not necessary at all, it's not part of the quest, but... Because we end up with Scrope meeting us here. And giving us a bit of toast. And then come across this way, and then there's like... these like... other creatures that are similar to the ones that I got the tongue from. But the main thing you need to pay attention to is this over here. So if I go over this way, we have this little thing. And you put a piece of toast on the pedestal and that animates this and stuff and everything. But you can't do anything here.
Revelio.
Revelio doesn't even reveal anything either, but there's a chest that was in there. But it only contained one specific thing that I could see. Which we will find during this one, because it seems to move it depending on where your mission is related. So, there's that detail. Glasses that are terrible. These don't help you see. These aren't seeing glasses. These are blinding glasses. They're meant to make your eyesight worse. Alright. I will give Professor Ronan one more attempt. Because I know you can speak to him and Professor Hecat one more time.
I didn't hear anything.
She was humming again.
Yeah, see?
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the 3 broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
Yay! I myself prefer the more serious approach. I am glad that you did that. I am glad that you did that. I never prefer the serious approach.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
Yep. Right, now let's go see Professor Hecat. Professor Heck. Ah, heck. Now, so far I've not had any issues with those music. So let's hope it stays that way.
Get away from me!
No! Mighty!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Not that I'd want to go in, mind you. Well, not if he's there.
It's alright, I'm paying attention to these frames because there was a document that I found that was interesting. Which I will find in this one because I know exactly where it is and everything. Alright, Professor Hackett, I have questions.
Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is understandable. Well, although I can't speak in any detail of my work, I can tell you certain interesting facts. Unspeakables work in the Ministry's Department of Mysteries. Dangerous work at times, as you've no doubt guessed.
Yes, Professor.
Now, you needn't concern yourself with my injury. I made peace long ago with the fact that a sprig of dittany, once plucked, will surely begin to wilt.
Yay! No, I went with how have you dealt with how have you dealt with the time you lost in the Slytherin one, and that's a sensible way of looking at things in the Hufflepuff one. I think I'm going to go with the sensible one.
You do seem to have come to terms with things rather well.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell on such matters is a waste of the days ahead. At this point, no magic permits us to travel back in time. Perhaps one day. Yes, I can tell you that my years at the Ministry were well spent. And I'm as happy to be at Hogwarts now as I was to be in the Department of Mysteries years ago.
If I may, Professor, I'm also happy that you're here at Hogwarts now.
Kind of you to say. Speaking of time, perhaps yours would be best spent honing your defensive wand work.
Yes, Professor.
Yes, but gathering information is also important. Learning from one's environment and everything else is still important. Oh. Now, those other quests we saw won't appear here yet because I haven't asked anyone, haven't spoken to anyone. So, without further ado, let's go do Ollivander's Heirloom. Oh wait, before I do, I want to do very specific things. Firstly, we're going to put some marrow sweet in the Hobology. I didn't do that with the Slytherin one, but I did it with Hufflepuff.
How inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
You can't imagine how much I don't care. Mallow sweet. I also need to check to make sure I got a document or not. Okay, so I did get in this one because there was some that I didn't get in. I have not been able to talk to you once. You've ignored all of my interactions. How could you be so mean?
Revelio.
Right, anyway. Now let's head to potions class. I'm ignoring Yuki.
That was it? Half a bottle of that.
Half a bottle of whatever the...
You should see your face!
Incendio.
Peeves. Yes, he does need a different hobby. What was it I was doing? Oh yes, I know what I was doing. So I need to make that one. I have one of them. I need to make one of these. Both are going to take me a minute to make. I need them for assignments from Professor Sharp, so that's why I'm making them. We will start with invisibility. Get rid of the troll bogies. No. Hey, Professor Sharp. I still can't speak to you yet. You won't let me have an option. I can't talk to you. Why won't you talk to your students? Come on, hurry up. Invisibility. The ability to disappear in front of one's face. In your face. In your face. Are we done yet? Nearly. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. No. There's mine. And now I need a focus potion. Come on, I need to focus. The invisibility one you won't need till second thingy, the second what is it? I have this little bug thing flying around which is kind of irritating. You won't need until the second assignment. You will need the focus one, the Juris potion, and the one that's in the red bottle that I made. I can't remember what it was called. The Maxima, I think. And then you need the Thunderbrew for the second assignment. Come on. Hurry the hell up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, die! I had not intended to pull the trigger and blast the book at the same time. That was just a happy accident.
I could just have a butterbeer from the 3 broomsticks right now.
I know what I forgot to do. I just reminded myself with the mallow sweet. Oh, well, Matt. I forgot to do the Merlin Trial that was here. And get the Niffler.
Wonder who lives here.
Jamaican Steve. Why do we have just a floating bag? Run! Oh, Nifflers! Come steal gold from me. I want to be rich and have money. Will you do that for me? Oh, I forgot where you are. I know you're along the coast somewhere. Oh. There we go. Who's banging pots and pans here? Hmm? Hmm? So now nifflers have been added. Yeah. Oh my god, run! Can I move quicker, please? I still can't wait till I get a broom. Which is in the next episode, by the way. That will be next episode that I get broom. I am certain of that because I will make that the case. That and the next thing I have in all the others is supposed to be a flying lesson. And since I try and keep them as close to being as equal as I can.
I know a Merlin Trial when I see one.
Do you? Do you really? There is another spell that would help with that, which I haven't learned yet, but you can do it without learning that spell. As we are proving. The spell is Depulso, by the way.
Accio! That's that. Settled.
Yay! Now I can murder people, I can. Five with beasts. New floor. New floor. Oh, it's an exploration, wasn't it? Merlin Trial, yes. Yay. Anyway, map. Let us head to Hogsmeade. Before I go anyway, I want to go here first. I want to check what the guy has in store. Partly because I want to sell the stuff that I have, but also if he has any house stuff.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I may just buy it just to add it to my list.
Hello there. Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
Oh yes, these two at the back here always appear in whatever house uniform like that you're from. So if you're from Gryffindor, they're going to be in red. If you're from Ravenclaw, blue, and all that sort of stuff. I noticed it first and most distinctly when I was in Slytherin, and then I noticed it for Hufflepuff. So clearly they're going to be like it for Gryffindor as well. Speaking of Gryffindor. How comes Gryffindor gets the favourite, huh? Huh?
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
Wasn't asking, also don't care. Alright, anything house specific that is of good quality. That's the school uniform thing. Embellish cobalt coal. That's a good thing to have. There's also a particular cloak that I want to see if I can find, if he has it. Which he does not at the moment.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I need to check something, hold on. Okay, so I'm wearing blue, so I know immediately what I'm doing.
Sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Well, I say I know immediately what I'm doing. Okay, that's 50. That's 56. That's 61. Oh! No! So close.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
There is a reason I bought both of those. Because just buying them will add them to my list of how I can change my appearance. It's not the one I thought it was. It's not far off. But it's not the one I thought it was. Oh, those two are different. It's slightly different. The trims and stuff are different on them.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Like, this is what I'm having to do to get some, like, house-specific stuff.
Ah, I'm afraid that's a little outside of your means. For now, at least. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Screw you! I need to find just a small amount of money. Did I get the chest that was in here?
Revelio.
I did. Damn.
Oh.
Just because you know Lumos.
Revelio.
Just because you can talk doesn't mean I want to hear it.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Anyone can run a shop.
Revelio.
Oh, hard work and big work.
That door doesn't have a padlock on it. Does that mean I can walk through that one? When the game gives me the option to actually jump. Alright, yeah, that's the Hog's Head, isn't it? Oh well.
It's a good thing we have auras, is all I'm saying.
Revelio.
Yeah, it had to be that kind of chest.
Not much of the dark art.
Revelio.
Why? I'm saving the disillusionment chest if you're wondering. For more emergency needs. It's quite possible I cleared it all out. This way. Over here.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Revelio.
They had to be inside a locked house, didn't they? Didn't they, game? You had to put them inside a locked house. And I just had to be thorough enough to clear everything else out.
Come now, don't be still. I remember you.
What has the Daily Prophet got? Ooh.
Revelio.
Wait. I haven't been in here? Oh, I have been in here. I just haven't collected that page. Bit of a difference. No. I need to stop messing about.
Revelio.
Okay, fine, we'll go deal with Ollivander. Oh wait, this. Did I? Oh yes, I did collect. Man, how thorough was I? I've left nothing.
Revelio.
Nothing, I tell you.
Find myself scurrying.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Revelio.
There really isn't anything left, is there? I've just swept it all up. Right, why does this count as part of the Highlands?
Revelio.
I think I'm gonna have to take that chest. It was really bugging me. I really need to get stuff. You watch, this is the moment that I suddenly run into something that gives me exactly what I was after. And get really annoyed for it. Be like, no! Ah! Oh yeah, this goes into there.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Please refrain from touching.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I suspect you should shut the hell up. Yeah. Now I have stronger stuff. Wait. Why do I have one more here than I do everywhere else? Literally everywhere else. What one do I not recognize? But I've checked that and I have that in some, and I don't understand anymore. I don't know or understand. I give up, I think. Trying to figure them all out. Like, in all seriousness,
Stop by whenever you're about.
Exactly 600.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Not sure what kind of look you call that.
How dare you be so rude. Alright, anyway, let's get on with this. Ollivanders! Let us go. Okay, yes, I did get his chest.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Sounds intriguing. I'm not sure I'm up for the task. How will this benefit me? Sounds intriguing.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
I've never heard of the wand before, particularly that kind of wand. But like, this is what I mean, they're all interconnected, all have different aspects of the story, because I've not heard him once being mentioned as working for Ollivander at any point. So this is all new, it's all interesting. This is like the best sort of episode so far. Why did he say that? Why that wand? Why don't you continue searching the owlery?
Surely you could continue searching the owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Fair enough.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster. No, nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return, and that power is immeasurable.
This is true.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts, always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Yep. And we still don't know enough about it. Like, how did the first wands ever get made? Particularly, like, how do you make a wand if you can't even see or find the magical creatures that make up the cores and stuff, like the thestral hair, unicorn hair, the dragon heartstrings, the phoenix feather? Like, they're not normal creatures, so how do you find them to add those elements as a core to the wand woods? Because like some of the wand woods is like normal wood sort of stuff that you would find like out in the sort of thing, but like the cores.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Like all the like for the chords and stuff like that thing. Also, why don't I hear from him for any of the other ones then, if he gets a call from Professor Fig? Investigate the owlery. Okay then, I guess I'm going to not the world map. Hogwarts. Magical Beast classroom. Past travel. Travel. Interesting. Also interesting that the owlery plays a part in this. But they've all sent us to very different locations for various different reasons. I still love the fact that I got to go to Azkaban as a Hufflepuff. Like, sorry, for a second my mind just went blank on whether or not I actually collected that.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls. Don't mind me, owls. I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Oh, they're not going to be behind the pole things again, are they?
Revelio! I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Accio! Here's a welcome surprise. Nothing. No statues here. I'll take that, thank you. I'd best keep looking. Revelio.
Oh wow, they're up. They're up.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
This is part of the questing. This gives
a
us
map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Oh, it is, in a sense.
This'll do nicely. Nothing. No statues here. Accio! Here's a welcome surprise. I'd best keep looking. Nothing. No statues here. I'd best keep looking. Accio! I'll take that, thank... Nothing. Revelio. What's happening?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
This has no mention of any of the other characters that have been mentioned in the other two so far, which is also interesting.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
Yeah, see, those two are the same questions we can ask on L3, on like the other two as well. The wand is the one that's specific to this.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learnt it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Interesting. Yeah, see, that part's the part that's all different. It's this part where we meet him in the Forbidden Forest that's all the same and connected and stuff. But before I do that, so this one, the Ghost of Our Love, is the one is both partly connected to this, but it's also this one will depend on where you've got to go as to where it will appear. So it appears differently for each quest thing. So for the Slytherin one, it actually appeared in the same area that you were looking for to begin with that squid mural thing, with the room that's behind that. For the Hufflepuff one, that appeared in the village, in the upper Hogs field. And then we got this one. So I'm curious to see where the Gryffindor one's going to appear. And this map is connected to that. It's connected to a few of the stories actually, which is quite interesting. Well, that's the first. Anyway, map. Fast travel. So,
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
So that map that we picked up was basically telling us like Forbidden Forest, this thing, and bridge. You come over, you got this note here, which is from Jackdaw, from Richard Jackdaw, the guy that we were just talking about, and Apollonia is mentioned in the Hufflepuff and Slytherin ones, with quite some interesting story to it. Now, if you stand here and cast Lumos.
Lumos. Enchanted candles. Wonder where they're heading.
You summon these, and then you just follow them, and it's all part of
the candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
Well done, genius.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I think I get more sense out of Mooncast now.
The treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem romantic to some. Treasure hunting suits me.
Yay! And that's that done. Again, this is purely cosmetic in appearance. So it's not one you physically have an item of, you can just transmogrify to. But that takes care of the love letters and the map. And to show you what it looks like, is this one. This is what that scarf looks like, which is quite cool. Right, anyway, let's go deal with Jack. I don't know why I keep calling him Jack. It's like Jackdaw is his last name. Freaking Richard is his first name.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Maybe. But this particular mission is the same regardless.
Revelio.
I don't know if I can use Petrificus Totalis on that. I've never tried. I'm actually going to try that now. Just out of curiosity. Nope, I don't have. Oh!
Petrificus Totalis.
So I do have that option.
Revelio.
How does it still know where I am? In the face. Eat rocks, quite literally. It's not what I had planned for or expected. Oh well, never mind. Because I know I'm going to need Expelliarmus. Let's go.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Yep. And that part where he mentioned about the Ravenclaw being
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, that thing about the Ravenclaw. And
surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
God damn it. Why did the music kick off? Why is it so loud?
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
He does realise he's a ghost and therefore can't be harmed by anything that's around, so he can actually help us better by coming with us. But yeah, that part where he mentioned about the Ravenclaw being one to go this far for pursuit of knowledge, that particular line changes depending on which house you're on, and also to match Zed house. Now we're going to have giant spiders here, and we're going to have some spiders that are almost as big as Aragon. So, yeah.
Levioso, Accio, Incendio.
I do apologize for it jumping up so loud. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I really don't know why. Because it's not like it's a little jump. It's a massive jump in volume for combat. And it doesn't do it all the time, which is even weirder. So I have no idea why it does this. So I do apologize. I will try and fix that in editing if I can. Though, no guarantees.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Now these ones I cannot use. Finally, the music died down. As I was trying to say. Yeah, as I was trying to say, those giant ones, Levioso and Accio do not work on them. So, like, you do get some of them that are like that, where you have to use, where you can't use Levioso or Accio on them. So, bear that in mind. And that's the area where we went for a little swim.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Uh-huh. That's where the Puffskeins den is, so...
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Yeah, that's also obviously like a note to Prisoner of Azkaban, which will happen every time you come here as well. It's not random. Like, it's not a random sort of thing. The stags will appear constantly, and you can, and he will mention that constantly, like, because it's bringing up this thing.
There it is, just as Jackdaw described.
I forgot to mention it in the others, like in the Slytherin and Hufflepuff ones, but yeah, that's the reason he mentioned that to begin with. Yay! Anyway.
Revelio.
Anything else? No? Okay.
Intramuros.
It's so cool!
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That was pitiful.
Expelliarmus.
Burn.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Straight into hell with all the spiders. Among other things.
Revelio.
Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go.
I wonder how big this place is.
It is massive, and there are loads of spiders in it, so like stupid levels of spiders. It's like, what the hell? Why are there so many? Even the carcasses of them are still left around in some areas. And there is a lot of gold and everything else.
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long.
Yeah, I didn't intend to shoot them to begin with, so I wasn't at time to that time.
That must be where all this leads.
Now, I want you to bear in mind, Richard Jackdaw built that, like he managed to get, well, he didn't build it, he...
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
He basically did what I just did, and ended up getting that to form itself. And then it deformed itself afterwards. I don't know when, how, or what, but I am curious and I am intrigued, and let's go. First down spider thing.
I wonder if any of these spells will help me through this.
Fire does. Fire hates all spiders, and all spiders hate fire.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
2 for the price of 1. Two for the price of 1. Yay. Now this little thing.
Revelio.
There are hidden spiders. You cannot attack them, I don't think. Like, the game has gone out of its way before to protect them from me. So I quite literally cannot attack them until I head through. Oh, even then it's like there is going to be a lot of spiders in this zone, so
I'm not going to touch those. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
yay, it is so much better this time.
Incendio.
Burn it all. Well.
Incendio.
Ooh, I got elegant school uniform stuff. Yay. Oh yes, I still need to gain the helmet with this for dealing with spiders. I forgot all about that. Anyway, let's go! There are spiders in both directions, so it makes no difference. But that is the way that we need to go. This is the way for extra stuff.
That platform ought to be able to float straight to me.
Didn't is mine. Spiders.
Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
That was just like a spasmic reaction of like, just...
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this.
Fire! 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 Kill it with fire! Pretty well, that was like, no!
Accio. Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
No, he wasn't. He never was. Right, now to the other side. Away. And now I get to deal with these spiders.
Another puzzle. Jackdaw is so good.
Yeah, in your face. In your face.
Revelio.
Now then. 1, 2, 3.
Remarkable.
It really is. I do love how this bridge forms. Now this has the same thing of spiders being near it. You can sort of trick it into going sooner, because they're supposed to walk by you. Once they go, they won't go again, even though they're up there still. So I'm gonna walk with them right next to my head.
Revelio.
So, yay. Right, let's go. Let's do this. This is mine.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Yes, I may as well. This is a spider-free zone, damn it. I will not have a single spider. Spiders are not allowed. They are not allowed to exist in my world. In my game.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this, but there's no sign of him. Expelliarmus! 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 Expelliarmus!
No! Come on.
Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Wasn't thorough in anything.
Accio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Well, that's the first. That's the first time that that's ever happened, that I've fallen down and died. Oh well. Oh, so put me here.
Incendio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Damn it, game.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Yeah, there's no sign of him anywhere.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
Yeah, so this one and this one are basically connected, so they're one and the same.
No. Accio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Now this platform you could get up to without that. But there we go. Yeah, never mind. Never mind, eh?
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Now we're gonna have 2 giant spiders to deal with, at least, as well as a bunch of the little ones.
Revelio. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what beheaded Richard Jackdaw. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Ugh. Shame you're so foul.
Yay, just what I needed.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
I really don't want to be thinking about that, but there we go.
Revelio.
Right, that's it for all the spiders now that the game is going to throw at me. Or at least for this section. I mean, it's a Harry Potter game. Well, it's a Hogwarts game set in the Harry Potter universe, so of course there's going to be giant spiders everywhere.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. I'll need to look around for the symbol.
Yay!
Revelio.
And that's how this bridge made itself, and it's so cool. It's a cool bridge.
Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
Yeah.
Oh, shame. Those splinters must be what's left of Ollivander's wand. At least I can take the pages.
What splinters? Oh, is that the wand? That looks like more than splinters, to be honest. But yeah, don't make the mistake I did in my first one. Come over here and grab the stuff first. Because those statues will not move until you do that. Like, until you interact with Jack. Once you interact with him, they'll move. So... I find it's better to open the chests beforehand. Now, those ones up there, those three, they're new ones, and they're also slightly different. What I found out is if I use Expelliarmus on them to disarm them, when they resummon their weapon, they summon a new weapon entirely. So like it can go from a sword to an axe to a mace, then back to an axe, back to a sword or whatever, and they just cycle around through different ones. They're also immune to Accio and Levioso, so have fun with that.
Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Also, ancient magic on them doesn't do as much as you think.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Yay!
But that's unnerving. What's happening?
Exactly what's supposed to happen. This bit is also cool.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Now, I've not seen
Revelio.
anything else to explore here, but this bit is where it gets really cool. Right when we walk through this archway.
Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
That is a very good question. Now, 1, you cannot cast Revelio or any other spell. 2, that door seals itself, so you can't go back. 3, this door becomes like a special kind of door. So it's keeping...
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
Oh yeah, it does. This is keeping all the water out, but as soon as you walk through, it will reform back as a door.
What is this place?
You just close the door. Oh!
Can it be?
Again, apologies for volume if it seems too loud. Now, there is nothing outside those windows, so there's no point sort of looking, because I already checked. Yeah, and this is where things are going to get interesting. I don't think you can go back that way at any point, because you can come back to this room multiple times. But yeah, that's the main thing where we're going to go. And you'll find this to be very interesting and has useful stuff. So let's go. Let's interact. Hello, Rackham.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Ooh.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Yay! And now we have access to talents. So basically what it's telling me is from level 5 onwards, you gain 1 talent point per level that you go up, starting with level 5. Wise Owl, which is what we got for thing. Finding the map chamber as a Ravenclaw. I'll come back from this and I'll thing in a minute. I'll show you properly in a sec. So now you can see that we've got more stuff, we've got more things. What was the new one we got? This one, the Pensive Protector. We have new quest related stuff, the Ancient Pages, gear. Was there any gear of any value that I could put on? That one I can't put on yet, but will be of value to me. I gained a mask. That is the weirdest thing I have seen so far in this game in terms of items of clothing. Now I'm going to temporarily make this pier invisible, just so we can see these things. So wait, okay, they're different ones. They look similar, like similar icon, but they're different. Okay. Alright. And now we'll look at the new ones. Now this one, every time I've gone to a store, it's told me that the defensive, although it's question mark, it's always shown it as being red with a down arrow telling me it's weaker than what I currently have, so I've usually sold it. That's what I've done. Well, at least we finally got another school robe thing. Oh, that's a nice one. That's not bad. Just not the right sort of stats. Right. Anyway. So now onto talents. So, number of talents you can get is going to be enough that you could, in theory, get all of the spells, the dark arts, and the core, but not get the stealth and room of requirement. I'm going to go through them all to show you. So the room of requirement, this sort of one, seems to be ones that like increase like how much damage and things your like potions and stuff will do, and the effectiveness of like your plant stuff. That's basically what it's going to be like. So like how effective your Mandrake, Tentacular, and Chinese jumping cabbages are going to be. The strength and potency and all that of your potions. So there's that. Stealth. There are 4 in total, 3 of which I can access, all 3 of which I will grab. The 4th one, the one that I can't grab yet, because the highest level I've seen on this is 22 that you need to be as a requirement, and that's across the board for all of them. We're level 20, we're almost level 21, so there is that. Which is Petrificus Totalis Mastery, which basically affects nearby enemies as well. You have the Sense of Secrecy, levels 1 and 2. This is going to make it harder for enemies to detect you, which is very useful. But this one is even more useful. It's the Human Demiguise. It allows you to run whilst you are disillusioned. So I'm definitely getting that, and I will be getting these as well. Now it is 1 talent point per talent that you purchase, so you don't have to worry about being like, oh, running out of, like, having a talent that's going to cost you 2 talent points, because that doesn't happen. That's, or at least not what I've seen. So yeah, so I've just got 3 out of the 4 for stealth. We have core, we have dark arts, and we have spells. I'm going to go over dark arts very quickly. So we have Blood Curse, which dealing damage to a cursed target inflicts damage to all cursed targets. That's a very useful thing to have, because more than just the dark arts can provide curses. So you've got Imperial Mastery, you've got Crucio Mastery, and you've got Vada Kedavra Mastery, basically just making it so they're more potent, more powerful. You have Enduring Curse, which makes curse effects last longer. You then have Stunning Curse, Disarming Curse, the Knockback Curse, and the Slowing Curse. And basically what that means is it will apply a curse effect to Stupefy, to Expelliarmus, to Flipendo, and Arrestro Momentum. So when you cast them, they basically get affected with a curse, which the way it works is the curse will appear on an enemy as a green X, a green cross on their thing. If you do it right with the combination of this blood curse, you could have it so, like, let's say I have like 3 to 5 enemies. I could hit so that all 5 of those enemies have that green X curse sort of thing on them, and then I only need to hit and attack 1 enemy and ignore the rest, and the damage I do to 1 will also be inflicted onto the other 4 as well, which is really cool. And then you have this one up here, which is the Curse Sapper, which basically means if I defeat an enemy who currently has a cursed effect on them, I will restore some of my health, which is a useful thing to have by the sounds of it. You have spells, and this is basically just mastery of each spell. Each thing will have like a different effect to it depending on what it is. So like, for example, the 3 that I can currently do is Incendio, which is going to create a ring of flames around me every time I cast a spell. Levioso Mastery, which is going to cause nearby enemies to be levitated as well as the one that I target. So if they're standing close enough together, I can get more than one to levitate as a result of that. And Accio Mastery is similar to the Leviosa one, only it's pulling more enemies towards me depending on how close they are to each other, instead of obviously levitating them. So I'm going to get all 3 of those. Now I have 9 talons left, so let's go over cores. Now cores have very important things in them. So the first most important thing is this spell knowledge 1, 2, and 3. which gives us what it calls a spell set. Basically, it's a little spell wheel that we can select the things from, and we can have 3 additional ones, giving us 4 in total. So I'm getting those immediately. So that's going to allow us to do so much more. We have Swift, which holding down the dodge ability is going to make us dodge further away. So it's going to be useful for larger enemies or larger groups and stuff. So I'm definitely getting that. You have Revelio Mastery, which increases the range of Revelio. So again, getting that one. Now I've got 4 points left. Now I'm going to go through the others and explain the differences. So you got the Wiggenweld Potency 1 and 2, basically increasing how much health 1 Wiggenweld potion will heal you by. You have Stupefy Mastery, which will stun an enemy for longer. You have Protego Expertise. So performing a perfect Protego will send 2 projectiles back at enemies instead of 1. You have, where is it? Okay, yeah. So then you will have things like this. You'll have the Basic Cast Mastery. So performing basic casts will help reduce the cooldown for the spells. So like if you want to cool down the spells quicker so you can use them more frequently, having that Basic Cast Mastery is going to help you with that. So I'm getting that, which leaves 3 points left to use. So we now have what comes into like the more important sort of stuff. So you have the Protego Absorption. So successfully blocking with Protego will contribute to the Ancient Magic meter. So I don't have to wait until it drops those little orbs and pick them up of like the Ancient Magic essence. I can just block and gain it that way. And if I use a perfect Protego, I will gain more than I would if I use a regular one. There is this one, which is evasion. So evading an unblockable attack with the dodge will do the same thing. It will contribute to that Ancient Magic meter. And then we have this one here, which is the Basic Cast Airborne Absorption, which when I successfully perform a basic cast on an enemy who is currently airborne, so who is suspended in the air, it again will add to that Ancient Magic meter. So what I'm gonna, and then down here we have the Ancient Magic Throw Expertise. So this causes the Ancient Magic throw to catches and throws disarmed enemies' weapons. So that's a useful one, but I'm going to leave that for the moment because the others are more useful. So we're going to start with the Protego Absorption, then the Evasion Absorption, and then with our final talent we're going to get the Basic Cast Airborne Absorption. And then when we reach level 21, which is not going to be that far away, we'll get the Ancient Magic Throw Expertise. So like plan these carefully because once you get them you can't remove them, and as I said, there is not enough to cover every single thing in the whole game. So I'm probably going to end up leaving the Rimmer requirement and the final stealth one and possibly a fair few of the dark arts, to be honest, because I'm not going to be using that as much. There will be some dark arts that I'll probably add, but I don't know what exactly. Yeah, the Crucio Mastery and Avada Kedavra Mastery are quite useful as like a combination sort of thing, is what a lot of people have found, because a lot of people end up getting it so they have the Blood Curse, the Crucio Mastery and Avada Kedavra Mastery. So what will happen is they'll use Crucio, and because it will send out this additional stuff that will curse another person as well, they end up cursing pretty much like half the battlefield fairly quickly, and then they'll use Avada Kedavra on one of them, which results in all cursed enemies dying, which is brilliant and a very quick way to clear out an area. So I'm going to demonstrate and show some of this. I can't show all of it, so I can't show the Levioso or Wingardium or the Accio mastery. If I open this up, we're going to switch that to that now, but I can also now switch to these different wheels. So we're going to add those to these wheels. And trying to keep it so it's color coded as well, so it's still the same colors regardless of what wheel it's in, which is quite a useful thing to have. So that means that when I bring this up ready to select and perform my spell, I literally just have to tap the D-pad and I can change what one I've got accessed. So first up we've got the dodge thing, which is this really cool thing. If I just tap it, it'll just roll like normal. If I hold it, it's going to do that dash and it's going to give you more clearance space. If I do the Incendio, with the Incendio mastery now...
Incendio!
I get this cool little ring that appeared around me of fire. And then finally we have Revelio.
Revelio!
Which is now so much more powerful. So let's go. Let's go and explore.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
You can't imagine.
I really want to shut the hell up. And we're now here. We are here, everyone.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Yay.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Yep. And that it's going to be quite a useful thing as well. So now if you look at his assignment, it says acquire and use focus potion, and then acquire and use the maxima and endurance potions and use them simultaneously. So that's assignment 1. Assignment 2, which we'll get not too long after, and will give us Gryffindor, will require us to use the invisibility potion, and then it will require us to use the Thunderbrew potion in combat sort of thing against an enemy, and you have to actually use it on an enemy. And as you can see, we now have attend flying lessons is our attend flying class is our next thing. And because we've leveled up, we already have enough to get our next talent. So let's jump straight in here and get that talent. Yay! Talent for the win. I'm still at 78. I will get that to 80% like I have on every other one. I don't even know what one is the one that I have more on. Oh well, not like it matters much. And now, as you can see, we've also got up here this little icon, which is for the secret rooms, which is supposed to be the room of requirement and the map chamber. If I go to Hogsmeade, there is now a new mission, which is the Follow the Butterflies, which is a reference as well to the Harry Potter films and books and stuff, where it's like Ron's like, follow the spiders, why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? Which is quite cool. Map is just simply referring to Upper Hogsfield and the ones that we saw there. So yay. I don't know why I took myself out of that, because I wanted Hogwarts and I went the wrong way for that. Alright, first off, let's go to the greenhouse. Let's get some more marrow sweet. Mellow sweet. Sweet, sweet, mellow sweet.
Travel broadens the mind.
Uh-huh. And I still have not been able to talk to you. Mellow sweet.
Revelio.
Alright. Anyway. Now then, I'm going to go to the map and I'm going to wait for day, because I'm going to need to do that. Now, focus potion. That's that one done. That drains very quickly. Endurance.
Excellent.
And Maximal. I am basically a stone person now. Let's attend the class.
How are your assignments coming along?
Yay!
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander.
I'm sorry, what was that? My mind was wandering. I wasn't paying attention. I never pay attention. Yay!
You've got it now.
Oh yeah, I interrupted him so he didn't say about the practicing on students.
Accio. Depulso.
Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting. Still at it, I see. Well, repetition can be an excellent teacher.
Yay! Now, I can't speak with him yet, but when I do the second assignment, I can. Now let's go attack children with it. Attack the kids and everything.
Depulso.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that.
So I'm trying to remember where I want to go and how I want to get there. Let's go the old-fashioned way. But yeah, Revelio is so much more powerful now. Look how far away that is, and I can easily light it up. No problem.
Depulso.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Duncan's a moron.
Depulso.
Oh wait, I have an idea. Why doesn't this one move? The others wiggle. Like they all move. So why don't you?
Depulso.
God, I'm just making sure that I have actually been in here, and no, I haven't. I thought I had. But that is where this door leads. That is how you get from like into that door. And that's also where that goes. Anyway, you see this?
Depulso.
Use it and you open it. Yay.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Gryffindor, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Yay! Now, first things first, gear. We gained a new one handle. I have not seen that one before. I've seen it in 2 other colors, but not that one. I still prefer this one though. What? That's just weird. As you may or may not be able to see, it says acquire and use invisibility potion and acquire and use Thunderbrew potion against enemies. are the 2 requirements, and then I just sort of see him in his office, and that's it. Well, it's not even in his office, just see him, go and see him. This is the note that I was on about. That's important. This, by the way, is from the fat lady, or to the fat lady, or whatever. The Gryffindor portrait. And if you don't believe me, when you go to notes and you hover over it, it says a note from Violet, and then in the description says a note from the fat lady to her friend Violet about procuring mead. Because it's basically saying like, I want mead, go get some. There's a fellow hanging on the third floor corridor, has another frame somewhere with a nice supply. Which sounds interesting, and I'm curious as to where that is, so I'm also wondering if we can find it and bribe her with mead to get into the Gryffindor common room or something. I doubt it, but it would still be entertaining nonetheless. Wait. Where was that voice from?
Revelio.
How did I not collect that? Now, if you go up and you go see the fat lady, she will mention it.
Playing with fire.
Accio. Depulso.
She doesn't always mention it though. Like sometimes she'll mention mead, sometimes she'll mention Violet.
No password, no entrance.
And sometimes she just goes back to that and ignoring you.
I wonder what Violet's up to. I could use a bit of a respite from this frame.
See, she mentioned Violet.
Depulso.
The password for today is please go away.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to. Yeah, so definitely some interesting things. I am curious as to where she's referring for mead.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Depulso.
Depulso. I am still curious about the one that has like, I think it's that. No, it's not that one, because that one goes somewhere. I've also noticed that some of these frames have this particular thing around them that looks like that has an ice symbol on them. So I'm wondering what would happen if I use ice magic on it when I eventually learn it. But that's just a theory at the moment. I'm sort of pondering with. Of course, because not all of them have stuff to do and deal with and things and meh. Meh. Come on. Okay, so that's not the one I'm thinking of. Is it up here or is it? No, it isn't. Meaning it's down. And I want to go down. Well, I saw it. Just gotta see how far I gotta go down for it. So, this one I'm sure has something to do with it. Like, well, not necessarily something to do with it, but I'm sure it has something that you can do with it. And his painting, by the way, there was a smaller one in that room that we found using Depulso. So yeah. Anyway, put this in place, and we're gonna go first to collection because we got one handle. Then down here because we picked up another thing. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that reminds me, I need to check one other area. This way.
Revelio.
Okay, yeah, so I did grab that one. And now if we go to map, we go to world map. And we go to the Forbidden Forest. Always go to Forbidden Forest. Let's go with this one, because it doesn't really matter. You just need to find an enemy of some description. It doesn't really matter which one. Though if you die, it doesn't count. So, you need to survive the encounter. And be victorious. No, I'm not using it on you. I don't even know if I can. Actually, sod it.
Yes.
There we go.
Levioso. Incendio. Reparo. Expelliarmus. Depulso.
But yeah, that's essentially how it works. So when you're locked on, or it's got the right targeting for it, for the enemy, it will then strike them with lightning. Which is a pretty cool potion, I have to admit. And now you get to learn Depulso. You get to see what Depulso is like. Hogwarts, Hogwarts, Hogwarts. Quickly, to herbology, just to check on plants. Get some more marrow sweet.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I still can't talk to you. Doesn't matter what I do, I don't seem to be able to talk to you. Although I haven't tried talking to you after coming here, I don't think. I don't remember. I do so many things, I forget what I do.
That's the last time I ever reached an idea.
So now I just have to come over here and speak to the professor.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Now, so far I've always gone with it went perfectly well, Professor, which is what I'm going to continue to do because I don't really see the point in that one. It doesn't seem like me, to be honest, and most of the time it is pretty much going perfectly well. So.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Yay! And now we're equipping Diffindo.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instructions.
Yeah, and as you can see, doing the basic cast does accelerate the cooldown.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
I can run whilst disillusioned, it's so fun. And it's even building up my
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
my meter. Yay. For the ancient magic. Now let's go talk to the professor.
Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
Sounds dangerous, sounds exciting. I have gone with both, because I went with dangerous for Slytherin and exciting for Hufflepuff. Let's go with dangerous.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
Yay! Let's go carve students.
I enjoy
Yay!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Possibly. Possibly murdering people with the Findo. And no one paying attention.
Have you been to the hour today? House elves are calling it.
Well, then you clean it, lady. Don't keep blaming the house elves. Professor Garlic. Oh, there you are. Still no talking interactions. Yay! I am so happy that I have Defender. What was that?
Just when I think a staircase moves and I'm lost again.
Oh, I've been turned down the staircase one too many times.
Those students are dead. Yeah, every time you fast travel, it will move back to this circle, this set. The very first set you had access to. Let's very quickly head over and sell in Hogsmeade. Very quickly, and then we'll return to the common room, and that'll be it for today.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Or at least it for this episode.
Hope you have a magical day. Get your daily profit.
Breeding a dragon with a chicken?
Daily
What?
Profit. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Get your daily profit. Daily profit. All the latest wizarding news right here.
That's some really odd combinations and really strange stuff. What the hell?
I miss the old credit gold.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Oh wait, I didn't put the gloves on, did I?
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Forgot all about them.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Selling everything. Yeah, like this is what I mean, is like showing me that whatever it'd be, the offensive would be negative in relation to what I currently have. Glasses.
You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Buying the glasses because then we can upgrade. And make them more potent. Now everything is legendary or extraordinary.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Sorry, I'm just checking out some of the other stuff, having a look and see.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's cannons.
Right, anyway. No new outposts. Let's go to the map. Let's go Hogwarts, and we are going to the common room. And end the video. Yay.
What are you up to now?
Absolutely nothing.
Revelio.
And everything all at once. There's no one even in here. Like, I would have thought it would have made more sense to make it look like people were actually in here asleep or something, when I just barged in through the door. So, another thing that I want to point out. So far we've not had any mission select when we save, so it keeps coming out with saying exploring. If I select it, so it's now said flying class, we've got that one selected, which Gryffindor will be the first to experience, by the way. Because they've not had anything as their first, being the first to react to either. All the other houses have. So when I go here and I save it, if I actually save it, in here, you see it's now changed, so it now says manual class, manual. It now says flying classes. It's because I've read this as well. Manual save. It's the same as the number of hours. It's more to do with how long you've actually spent on a thing rather than how long things. So like this one that says 11 hours purely because I wandered around a little bit and just did a bunch of random stuff off screen. They were just like exploring or like checking out certain things. So yeah. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!